Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to debate Walmart before I go to this place I'm going. Yo, what up? How y'all doing? Oh, sound like you need some breaks in here. Let me listen to that again. I hope these people not. Oh, I'm in the wrong game. Um, yeah. So I'm about to go fishing. I'm supposed to be going to help somebody out, but I forgot. They said now to come until 11. So I'm gonna kill some time real quick. I'm not too far from the location, but it just so happened I actually got my post. So I'm gonna go fishing for a few minutes, or for about an hour, then go to work. See, this the part that I love about being an entrepreneur, being my own boss. Like, I set my own time to work. Um, I set how long I work. I set the prices for how much I get paid. I don't have to depend on nobody else to tell me what to do. I'm self motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could work for some people. I work for people when, like, I don't mind working. Put it like that. I don't mind working. It's just it seemed like every time I would work for a company or work for somebody, it's like my time wasn't valued. My experience, my hard work was like always not seen or appreciated. So when I like through time, man, I just decided to do my own thing, and I think that was like one of the best things. This for sale. That was one of the best things that could ever happen to me was to decide to not give up, but to pursue my own dream, my own calling, and trust the process. It hasn't been easy, but it was necessary. Like I told y'all before, I was working at the airport, had a dope job. I loved the job. But I'm I'm a spiritual person. I'm a believer, and in my faith walk, in my healing process, in my journey, I felt that the Lord was bringing me away from uh, certain situations, certain environments. I say that, and not just that, but calling me on a calling me to step out on my faith. It's like sometimes we say that we believe, right? Sometimes we say we believe with our mouth, but our hearts, like the words say, people say they believe in God or they love God with their mouth, but their heart is so far from Him. It's like I get that, I got that. When He said that to my soul, like, you say you believe in me, but you're not trusting me. And faith without works is dead. What does that mean to you? What it means to me is, yeah, it's easy to go get this get this money that's automatic going to work for somebody. But if you say you believe and you just working for a couple dollars, but you know your worth is way more than that, why not take that sacrifice and stop working here? And I mean, I ain't had to do it the way I did it, but that was the way that it was brought to my spirit, brought to my soul. I just I prayed on it. I waited for a while. I even waited longer than when it first happened. When God first gave me the unction, this ain't what you supposed to be doing. But I stayed there. But eventually, it was like a conviction of being going to work every day, not feeling fulfilled, knowing that you're supposed to be doing something else. It's like you waste. Dang, they got two trucks right there. you're supposed to be doing something else, but yet you are doing this. You just doing what's comfortable. Sometimes you gotta not just think outside the box, but move outside the box. Stop being like everybody else. Stop doing what's familiar. Do something different. What I mean by that, like, I'm not telling y'all to do what I did, but I quit my job at the airport so that I could pursue not just a dream, but a calling that's on my life. And my calling is to help veterans, help people that's disabled, help homeless people, help people that struggle with mental health. The importance of your mental health is so important, yet it's so looked over. And then we wonder why it's so much going on in the world. It's so many people suffering in silence because they're not happy with it. A lot of times, a lot of the issues that's going on, especially in America, is the fact that people are losing their finances or not knowing how to maintain basic necessities, or you know what I'm saying, having a financial stability or structure, and they collapse because they put more faith in how much money they got and the money they acquire versus the one that gave them all of that to have. So I'm like driving and trying to focus, but I said all of that to say this. Today, my prayer for you is that you go out and do something different. Challenge yourself to do something positive, not just for yourself, but for somebody else. Do a random act of kindness to somebody and see how your day change. I promise you, you'll be amazed at how impactful your positivity could be to somebody else and help lift them up. You might give somebody hope enough to do the same thing to somebody else. So that's my challenge to you. And I pray that everybody that tuned in have a great day, a prosperous day, and be the light that's inside of you. Bless.